No! Not what I meant to do. Okay, so why don't we just try... Oh, there's another fun spell we can do that produces an expected but not very good effect.
Stormy brew. Churn anew.
Glub, glub, glub. I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go.
It seems your storm spell has backfired. They don't build ships like they used to.
So obviously it's not the best of ideas to try and create a storm when you're in a ship at sea. I love how the programmers programmed that in, though. For someone who's desperate enough to try just about anything, I guess. Alright. So one might think, why don't we use the invisibility spell? Because there has to be some kind of a mist or fog, it said in the original. And otherwise it won't work. So, let's do the spell we're supposed to use at this point.
As your sleep spell takes effect, a silence descends over the ship.
That will allow us to reach the top deck safely. As we can see, the captain is indeed asleep.
The captain is snoring peacefully in his bunk. If you wake him, you'll get a demotion, and you're on the lowest rung already. You're not... Curiously, you sneak a peek at the drawers. There's nothing of interest amongst the charts and logbooks. It will serve you better.
Okay, nothing else in here, I don't think.
You wouldn't mind reading up on the pirates' past exploits if you weren't one of them. You're not...
Alright, enough messing around. Let's just go on and get out of here. There's another asleep pirate.
Better rethink that.
Alright, so now we're ready to get off the ship, but we remember the constant problem, the sharks. So what can we do to get off the ship? Because if we just try and walk off...
Use a plank next time.
Watery grave. Huh. Alright. We've still got our wings, though. Maybe we can get there.
Aren't you taking fly fishing too far?
Kind of a fun little death there, in case you've forgotten that some fish like to eat insects, so it's probably not the best idea to fly across as an insect. But fortunately, we've still got our eagle feather. Let's try that instead.
You've managed to make it to the shore of Daventry, but your magic essence is all gone now.
Alright, we're back in Daventry. Things are looking up. So let's go play with the sharks.
The water is getting deep. See you around.
Not even sure if you can get to the shark.
The water...
In the original game, you could swim around and eventually the shark would get you. But it looks like the current pretty much kills me if I do that.
I
was trying to look at the shark.
It's broke.
But I guess I can't do that, and there's really no point. In the original game, there's a treasure to be found. there's a shovel somewhere on board, and if you grab that shovel, you can dig around as long as you know where it is, and you hear that with we didn't get to see them, but there are some mice that scurry around the other half of the cargo hold.
A winding trail gradually ascends these hills to the mountains and beyond. Many trees have sprouted along the natural path, despite the surplus of shade.
Navigating this part of the game is pretty simple compared to the original version.
A winding...
Especially since it'll walk there automatically with the new parser, but you had to pretty much control this all yourself and figure it out all yourself just by experimenting. Because it didn't really tell you that little rock that you had to climb there. The previous version of the game did nothing to tell you that you actually had to climb the rock. And if you tried even to type climb the rock, it wouldn't do anything. You had to walk up to it, and you had to guess that your character would just automatically do it. Fans of the series know exactly who this is, but just for fun.
It's an owl wearing a waistcoat and monocle. You have all the feathers you need. Don't be ridiculous. Of course it can't speak.
But it'll tell me about poisonous snakes. I like the mountain theme. It's kind of mysterious yet majestic.
The snow-capped mountains advance forever upward. A narrow path skims along the top of a precipitous ridge. As you look down, you see the steep cliff below you. Icy patches cover the ground. The snow-capped
What's in here?
Half-chewed bones are scattered everywhere. This cave...
Seems to be an air of foreboding about this place.
As you make your way through the mountains, you suddenly notice something approaching you in the distance. Something that doesn't seem friendly.
I love warm meat.
You try to fake an impression of chilliness.
Now, don't sell yourself short.
Yeti! Run!
Rub the magic stone.
What was that?
So that's why we needed that stone. Otherwise, you can't get past him. Now, this is a little bit, again, in the original game, this was a very annoying area. A lot of climbing, a lot of falling, and a lot of very carefully moving your character around so that you don't fall. There's a new added puzzle here, which we'll be introduced to in a minute.
Dark, but you feel a draft coming from two separate ways ahead of you.
So there's not a lot of logic to this. You just have to learn the pattern of each cave and what happens when you choose one pathway versus another.
This is a very... The snow...
You just have to wander for a while. There is a point to this, I promise.